cannot go away from that game on Friday and say that Paul Skeens is not the best guy on the bump in the country. He is. Look, Auburn is not a slouch of a team. You guys are making it into the tournament. They are making it into the tournament. They are more than likely going to get to those 13 to 14 wins. They will get in the tournament. No question about that. No question whatsoever. Auburn is more than likely going to get in. They're a good team. They've been hot. They've won their last 3 SEC series. I know that the pitching was very, very, very bad at times this weekend. Everything underperformed. Everything. Every aspect. You know, when you start off game 1 and Trey Morgan hits what would be the only inning this weekend that you scored more than 1 run in an inning, when Trey Morgan hits that home run in the top of the first, you're thinking to yourself, oh, it's lit. We about to run this thing up on Auburn. Here come the Tigers in purple and gold. But what you cannot have happen, and look, I was open to and even said on Friday that I really liked that LSU had a game where they won 3-0. They had a low-scoring game, and LSU was able to come out and get that victory. I like that because you're going to have that when you get into postseason play. Here's the problem, though, for me on Saturday and Sunday. You cannot leave runners on base. You can't leave 14 guys on base on Saturday and think that you can win. I don't give 2 Rudy Poos what happened with Jordan. I don't give 2 Rudy Poos what happened with Ty Floyd. I don't give 2 Rudy Poos what happened with the bullpen. You have been a team that has legitimately outscored and outhit everybody. Now, you're going to have times when you're not able to do that. It happened this weekend. But when you have the bases loaded twice in 3 innings, you can't go away without getting only 1 run. It cannot happen. This is what changed the weekend, no matter how you want to slice it or how you want to dice it. This was the series. Ty Floyd was freaking incredible. Through 4 innings, Ty Floyd was freaking incredible. You want to listen to what Ty Floyd did? Bottom 1, fly out, bunt single, K. He struck out Pierce on a slider. He struck out McMurray, who was literally batting average, home runs, and RBIs, literally the hottest hitting SEC guy within the last, let's just call it 21 days, was hitting over 400, had 9 home runs, and had over 40 RBI. Ty Floyd would come into the bottom of the second. He would strike out the side. Ware, who has 20 home runs on the season, he would strike him out on the fastball. Foster would go down on a slider, and then he would get his 3rd strikeout of the inning on another breaking pitch. Here comes the 3rd. Guess what Ty Floyd did again? Slider, K, pop up in the right field when Ty Floyd got squeezed, which should have been his 8th strikeout of that inning. The wheels came off in the 4th. Why? Ty Floyd walks off the leadoff batter. Got squeezed. And somebody, we don't even really know who, we know it's Coach Jordan that got tossed. But as Jay Johnson said today, Coach Jordan doesn't have a mean body in his soul to get thrown out any damn way. The dude was mad because Jay, let's call it what it is, was arguing balls and strikes like he should have. The wheels came off. And then from there, you go into Sunday, and God bless his soul. God bless him. Sunday was one of the worst LSU baseball pitching performances I've ever seen. This is how you start off the first. Walk, single, walk, single. Gidger comes in and gets a strikeout. Gets a fielder's choice. and then his second strikeout of the day. I'm going to give you a little nugget here. I know a lot of people have said that the bullpen was bad this weekend, and I agree. I cannot argue that point. But this is from Jason Armstrong. I don't know Jason Armstrong, but he did the math. Riley Cooper, Gavin Guidry, Thatcher Hurd, and Nate Ackenhausen this weekend combined for 10 and a third innings pitched, 8 hits, 2 unearned, 2 earned runs, 3 base on balls. 2 of those were from Gavin Guidry, I might add, and 6 strikeouts, which equals an ERA of this weekend at 1.74. Let me read that again. Cooper, Guidry, Hurd, and Ackenhausen combined this weekend for LSU for 10 and a third innings pitched, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 base on balls, 12 Ks. Gavin Guidry gave you two of those 3 walks, one of them that scored a run when the bases were loaded. The bullpen has been bad. I can't deny that. Dutton, Collins, even Cooper has done some things that are not impressive at times. But you had guys that came out of the bullpen that weren't that bad. They weren't that bad. Now, Sunday, you got run ruled, and Griffin Herring didn't look good. He gave up 2 walks back-to-back, 2 RBI walks. But Gavin Guidry came in and shoved. He came in and shoved. Cooper would come in, and this is how the 4th inning would work on Sunday, and something that I haven't seen anybody talk about. Guys, Tommy Tanks had an error at third base. Trey Morgan missed a pop fly in left center field. And then Jared Jones would have a ball hit off his glove and then hit his chest. Do you want to know how many runs that produced? Even though you were down 7-1? 5 total. Five total. You got to clean up the sloppiness. I know the bullpen's bad, but I tweeted this out yesterday. In 1997, LSU would win the World Series. Now, I know that what your pushback's going to be. I know what your pushback's going to be on this. Blake, that's a 1997. Guys, baseball really and truthfully was a little bit tougher in 1997 when you had guys that hit 40, 30, 25 home runs on a consistent basis. LSU would lose a series to Alabama. They'd play Alabama a week later. They'd lose again. They play Alabama for the national title, and they'd win. Guys, this is baseball. This is baseball. It's going to happen. What's crazy to me is this also. You literally, what's so wild is less than a year ago, Ole Miss would be the 64th team in, and they win the whole thing. You can't do it. You're more than likely, if you haven't kind of already sealed it somewhat, because I think you're going to win against Mississippi State. I think you're going to win against Georgia. You're going to be one of the top 8 teams. Oh, Blake, they're not number 1. Who gives a flying rat's manure butt hind? Because we can't curse because we're on TV. Who gives a flying Rudy Poo that you're not number 1? I don't care. Wake Forest lost to Boston College this weekend. They got moved up. Good for them. Good for them. Glad for you. Guys, you still have a really good baseball team. I don't know if I'm hitting the panic button on this bullpen. You're getting later in the season. But now you've seen what happens when you have Dylan Cruz and Tommy Tanks coming up to the plate with the bases loaded and you only get a run. By the way, when you had bases loaded on both of those, there was only one out. Only one out. You cannot let that happen. You know what's the last thing? We'll get to a couple comments before we move to football. Going back to Sunday very quickly. I would rather LSU get run ruled by getting absolutely rocked. I would rather Auburn have come out and hit the dog shizey out of the baseball and they beat you. Hey, man, it's their day. They look great. Sounds cute. Good on them. Versus having the walk, RBI single, walk, RBI single. It took a true freshman in Gavin Guidry to have to come in and save your rear end in the top of the first. Christian Little cannot be in your rotation. And as much as I hate it for the young man, as much as I absolutely hate it for him, he's not good enough. He freaking sucked. He sucked. He's got like angels in the. I'm not going to go there. Not going to go there. Delton sends $20 via Super Chat. Says for Ben's birthday gift. Thank you so much, Delton. We're getting the. We will put that towards the Ben Spider-Man Jumpy House Fund. So thank you so much. Adrian Bailey, 1999, says happy early birthday, Ben. Thank you, Adrian, so much. Thank you. That means a lot. Really. Thank you all for sending those Super Chats. And I tell you guys this all the time. It does. I'm serious when I say this. It means a lot to me when y'all do that. Thank you, man. Thank y'all so much. That's legit. Dwayne says on Facebook, you will miss these days when they grow up. Enjoy those off-the-cuff moments with your son. They are awesome. I know. But he can't bang on the door, though. He can't come in here banging on the door. I'm with you. You're right. Chad says these guys calling balls and strikes don't seem to be getting any better week to week. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you're not wrong. But look, you can't be in that situation. As much as the pitching's been criticized, I know why LSU has not been criticized about what they do at the plate. But guys, you easily could have won this series if you take care of business when bases are loaded. You're a swing away. You're arguably a swing away from winning the series. Guys, you were down 2 runs in the ninth. And you had your worst offensive performance of the year. Your worst offensive performance of a weekend series of the year. Was what it was. Rick says all 3 missed an obvious balk. Oh, hell yeah, they did. And I'm not, there's a lot going on in college baseball right now. I'm not going to get involved in that in reference to the gambling. I'm not saying these guys are cheating. I'm not going to go there because